to her and couldn't stop.
Okay, well, Lucky loves Elizabeth more than anything, and they have a family, and he wants to remarry her again. Well, then why do you want to steal the woman that Lucky loves away from him? Why do you want to wreck your brother's life?
You can't seriously believe that's what I really want.
Frankly, I don't think that you know what you want. You have been a mess since Emily died, and now you're taking a blowtorch to our family. I'm asking you to just stop, and I don't know, maybe take a vacation for a long time.
I can't tell you what to do.
But you're my big brother. You're supposed to tell me what to do.
Yeah, but then you just resent me and rebel.
Am I that predictable?
You're an independent spirit. I know better than to try to rein you in.
And sometimes I can't help but blame it all on timing. If Emily had still been alive, then Nikolas and I would have never happened. Lucky and I would be married, and we'd all be happy.
You sure about that?
Hey, I just picked up your message. What have you got?
Well, I went out to check what's left of the cabin one more time, and I found a strand of hair in the floorboards.
Enough for a DNA sample?
Yes.
So if it's Claudia's hair, that puts her in the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Which means everyone we've talked to is lying. But if it isn't Claudia's hair, we'll run DNA tests on everyone. We just might find our killer. This is some nice work.
Thanks.
Think we'll have any trouble getting DNA samples from the people in the cabin?
Not if everyone's as innocent as they say.
A lot of people stayed in that cabin over the years. Maybe that hair may have no connection to the murder.
Or it may lead us to a suspect we haven't even considered.
Are you saying I would have cheated on Lucky regardless?
I don't know what would have happened if Emily had lived, and neither do you. Yeah, I really doubt your life would be as idyllic as you seem to think. You know, by constantly comparing yourself to some impossible standard, what things would have or could have or should have been like, you're keeping yourself in limbo. You are torn in two between what you think you should want and feel and what you actually do.
Nikolas caught me completely by surprise. I have never felt this kind of, I don't even know what to call it, passion, need, obsession. And it's not like I don't feel those things for Lucky, because I do. It's just, it's different.
Passion hasn't been that kind to you, Lizzie. It's one reason you wound up being stuck with Graham while Dad was out trying to heal the world.
Yeah, I know. I know I wasn't a priority, and it's okay. I'm over it. But I certainly don't ever want my children or Lucky to feel like they come second to anyone or anything. I just need to stay on track and honor my commitments to them.
That's all well and good, but passion doesn't work like that. Passion comes out of nowhere, and it hits you when you least expect it. And you find yourself doing things that you can't even imagine.
Well, then I guess I'm just going to have to try harder to shut it down.
It hasn't worked so far. What makes you think it's going to start working now?
Do you really believe it's necessary for me to leave Port Charles?
Lucky is furious with you, and I think that Elizabeth enjoys the drama of being caught between two brothers.
Regardless, it's not fair to blame Elizabeth because I fell in love with her.
Elizabeth could have shut this down a long time ago and told Lucky the truth, and he would have been upset, but not nearly as much as he is now. And I'm not choosing Lucky over you. I love you, and I need you.
What, you want me to leave?
No, I am worried about Lucky, and I'm worried about you. Think of how much damage your uncle caused because he was so obsessed with Mom. It ruined his life, and I don't want to see the same thing happening to you.
It won't. I've considered leaving once before. Now I'm going to go through with it.
I didn't mean leave this second.
Well, I nearly left a couple of days ago. I guess I just needed a little push.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. I hear Paris is nice this time of year.
Mom will like that.
Yeah, I'll give Spencer a chance to get to know her, spend some time with her.
I wouldn't tell Mom about this whole Elizabeth thing. I think
No, I won't. I'll just tell her that Port Charles holds too many memories with Emily, which is true.
If Emily were alive, none of this would be happening.
Right. Yeah, I love to imagine that my marriage to Emily would have lasted forever and that we could have been completely happy, but the truth is I wasn't really that good for her, Lulu. I was demanding, unfaithful, amongst other things.
You learn from your mistakes.
Apparently not. See, See, I'm a Cassadine. It's in my nature to take what I want, no matter who gets in my way.
Don't turn this into some big Cassadine thing. Look, you fell in love with Elizabeth even though she's engaged to Lucky. Maybe she led you on, maybe she didn't, but I don't see this ending well, and you're doing the honorable thing. You're stepping out of the way.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You know, it may take some time, but I think Lucky will get over this. It's not like you're sleeping with Elizabeth. And maybe you'll meet a girl in Paris, and once things settle down, you can come back.
Well, I trust that you'll let me know when it's safe to come back.
I don't want you to go. But I think that leaving town is gonna be what's best for everyone.
It's sad, but I'm starting to see a pattern. Every time Lucky and I get close to what we say we've always wanted, I throw something in the middle of us. First Jason, and now Nikolas.
Well, maybe you don't want a life with Lucky after all. Maybe it's what you think you want.
No, I love him.
Yeah, but if you have to shut part of yourself down to be with him, what does that say? And whatever happened to that wild and rebellious streak? That's who wanted to be with Nikolas. He seems a little dangerous in a privileged sort of way.
Being with Nikolas was self-destructive. And if Lucky ever finds out, it will destroy my family.
Yeah. Well, I don't see any way out of this without someone getting hurt. And when you finally make a choice and stick to it, it'll be better for everyone you care about.
Which puts me right back where I started.
Lizzie, you can't ignore what's real. And whatever you're feeling in your gut, even if it seems wrong at first, you have to go with that.
Thank you. Hey. Luke's here.
Hey, Steve.
How you doing, buddy? If you need anything else, let me know.
I will. Thank you. Hi.
Hey. Boys around?
Graham's gonna drop him off in a little while.
I wanted to talk to you about Nikolas. Thank you, Alfred. Spencer and I are leaving tonight, so I'm depending on you to close down the house and then join us in Paris.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
You know, once you get to Paris, I think you should put Spencer in a regular school and let him be around other kids.
Yeah, I'll consider that.
Well, Mom will want the same thing, trust me. She's gonna be over the moon that you and Spencer are so close. And then maybe Kate will send me to Paris on official Crimson business, and we can have lunch and be all sophisticated and professional.
Yeah, I'd like that very much. Now I have a favor to ask you.
Ask away.
Don't blame Elizabeth, and don't pass judgments. Do everything you can to support her and Lucky as I should have, okay?
I'll try. I miss you already.
No, I miss you too. A lot of things are finally starting to make sense. I confronted Nikolas.
You did? What did he say?
That falling in love with you just happened, that he never meant to hurt anyone.
I know that's true.
Well, I should have paid a little closer attention to why my dad's been acting so strange. I mean, he saw Nikolas's feelings for you. He picked up on it. I mean, I couldn't see it because I trusted my brother. It's my mistake.
You know this is all about him spiraling out over Emily.
No, I'm not buying that excuse anymore. If Nikolas wants to use Emily's death to justify every bad choice he makes, that's fine. I don't really care anymore. But I don't want Nikolas in my life. Not now.
I'm so sorry.
Why do you keep apologizing? I mean, Nikolas is the one that took advantage of your friendship.
Well, I didn't want to cause a rift between you and your brother. And I still don't. And whatever Nikolas has done, or whatever he thinks he feels for me, he's still your brother and he loves you.
Why are you defending him?